I'm Amy Gutierrez, and this is Shoulder to Shoulder, where we get a chance to meet some of the most important, influential, and inspirational people in the world of wine, our very own Sonoma County wine growers and winemakers. Today, we're going to introduce you to Mark and Lisa Mazzoni of Mazzoni Vineyards and Zia Lena Winery. They're a brother and sister team whose values and hard work and connection to the land can be tasted in every single bottle of wine they make. Welcome in everybody to the beautiful tasting room at Zialena Winery, and I'm with owners Lisa and Mark Mazzoni. They're going to share their story, and we should start at the beginning. Lisa, let's start with you. How far back do the roots of this family go, and when did the connection to wine develop?
So our great-grandfather, Giuseppe Mazzoni, immigrated from Italy with the intention of coming to the Italian-Swiss colony, which is located just north of here in Asti. He brought with him his 14-year-old brother-in-law, Abramo Trucendi, and our families have been raising grapes and making wine here ever since.
So one of my favorite parts about doing this show is finding out the backstory to so many things. And so we're going to talk about the name Zia Lena, and it is in reference to your Aunt Lena. Zia means aunt in Italian. What was her influence on your journey and this winery?
So Zia Lena was the oldest of the third generation. She was actually the only one that was born in Italy. Her father, our great-grandfather, immigrated, and then she and her mom joined him 5 years later. She then sort of became the de facto matriarch and was known for her hospitality and cooking, and was really known for her ravioli. So in addition to naming this winery after her, we have her original stamp, which we still have and still make raviolis with today. And we've put it on our labels and our brand. And it's just a little bit of a nod to the people that came before us and gave us this opportunity to share what we have.
In typical sibling fashion, took very different routes, ending up in the same location. And Mark, we're going to start with you because in reading about Mark, it was described that this world, you were predestined for it. How do you feel, working in this industry and for other winemakers shaped your destiny and your journey into wine growing, winemaking?
Getting started here, a lot of the vineyard side came from working hand in hand with my grandfather. I always tell people during summer, that was my camp, was Grape Camp, and was being there and was working with him in the vineyard side. But getting into the actual winemaking process in my early 20s, I had really great mentors, and I had a lot of experiences that were well before we started Zia Lena.
At what point, you grew up around growing and farming. When did you decide you wanted to make that switch into making?
My very first harvest was in 2001 at Kenwood Vineyards with Mike Lee. And he invited me into the cellar. At that time, we were bottling a Zinfandel that has vineyard designate, Mazzoni Vineyards, just as we vineyard designate our Zinfandel today. That's really what caught me in the bug. And I thought, well, I'll just do one internship and then I'll be done. But I've been making wine ever since.
So you went away to college, you left California, you went to school in Colorado, got your master's at Michigan. How do you feel your journey and going into corporate America prepared you for coming back and helping your brother run this business?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. I mean, I grew up running around on this ranch as Mark did. Let's be honest, didn't do any work. I focused more on the eating of the raviolis than I did on anything in the vineyard, but spent a lot of time up here. Definitely felt a connection to it, but did sort of have this need to spread my wings and see what else was out there. It was 20 years. It was a long journey, but collected a lot of experiences along the way. Definitely never forgot about here. Traveled back frequently, started bringing people with me, so started to get that experience of sharing what it is we have to offer here. And eventually, when we started to put together our desire to start a winery, I really brought sort of that business perspective
knowing that we have different skill sets, but knowing that we have that same goal. And what we really wanted to do was to resurrect that tradition of winemaking back that was lost. We'd always had the grape growing that stayed continuous, but to keep our family story here in the Valley was really paramount. And that's still something that we work on every day, and keeping that here, because that fabric of these multi-generational families here in Sonoma County, we're one of those threads, and it's important to keep that together.
You also both have, super deep ties to Sonoma County. They grew up here, went to high school here. How do you feel being from here influences your business?
It was some of the partnerships that have really kept us and made us successful. Other multi-generational families, the Mortsons, the Munsells, who we continue to work with today. That's that community of people that we work with in Sonoma County to keep it all tied and to keep it together. It really is that spirit of cooperation where really we all are working together to advocate for Alexander Valley and for Sonoma County.
When people come to Zia Lena, what do you want them to walk away feeling?
In the spirit of Zialena, who was very hospitable. Everyone was welcome in her home. She taught my mom how to make the raviolis, just always with a smile. You always felt good. It's that vibe that we want. So it's very approachable. Come sit, come share, come look. We'll share all of the stories with you. We'll share all of the wine with you. We want you to feel a real connection here because we're pretty proud of it.
Zia Lena is the star of our show. What do you think she would say about where we are today and what you've created?
I think about what we've created here, obviously there would be pride, right? This is incredible, but I think as much pride, I think she'd be surprised at what the wine industry looks like today. But I think she would find herself sitting probably right here, talking to all the guests, sharing her smile, and just wanting to do what we're doing, which is sharing this with others.
Well, I think we just need to say thank you to Zia Lena because she gave Lisa and Mark the inspiration for everything that we're able to enjoy today. So we're gonna grab a glass of this beautiful wine that Mark made. Cheers to Zia Lena and to you guys. Thank you so much for watching Shoulder to Shoulder and joining us as we got to know Mark and Lisa Mazzoni. We hope you'll follow along as we unveil the stories of our beautiful Sonoma County wine country and the farmers and vintners who care for it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel @Sonoma Wine Growers or visit our website at sonomawinegrape.org.